हे ऑसम पीपल, वेलकम टू माय चैनल जावा का सफ़र, एक कोडर की कहानी ज़ीरो से हीरो तक. Today we are going to explore what really happens behind the scenes when you run a Java program. Every coder begins their journey with a simple hello word. Same thing we are going to do. But have you ever wondered what actually happens when you hit run? Let's check. Step by step journey of Java code. Step 1, you write Java code. We also call Java code as source code. We will create a file with name as hello world. The extension for Java file is .java. Let's create a file. We will create a new class with name as hello world in Eclipse. And I don't want to add manually main method, so I will just select public static void main method. So I will add this out, and in that I will print hello world. Oh, let me change it to hello awesome people, because you all are awesome. Now I will show you where this .java file is created and where this .class file is stored. Okay, so .java is in src folder. You can see the type as Java source file. Now if you write bin, so in that our .class file will be there. I will show you because of what it is getting generated. Okay, each and everything, there are steps. And now we will just run our code and we will get the output. So the output is hello awesome people. So first we create a .java file with hello world as a name, and then we also check where that .class and .java files are located. So the second step is of compiler, okay, that javac, that .class file only. So it is getting converted because of the compiler. The compiler job is to convert the Java file into bytecode, and that bytecode is not tied to any machine. It can run on any machine. And that bytecode can run on any machine is because of JVM. The third step, Java Virtual Machine. JVM is your runtime hero. It reads the .class file and run it on your machine. So we have interpreter in JVM which translate the .class file into native methods or understandable machine language. So JVM doesn't care if you are on Windows, Mac, Linux, it just works. That's why we say write once, run anywhere. The step 4 is JIT compiler. JIT stands for just in time magic. Inside the JVM, there is a mini compiler called JIT. It detects frequently used code and compiles it to native machine code for faster performance. The last step is garbage collector. Step 5. Java automatically cleans up unused memory so you don't have to. So this is called garbage collection. So for example, you are creating an object and you are assigning value of an object to null. So that object is of no use, right? So this cleanup is done automatically in Java through Java garbage collector. What we learn? The components and role I have divided in such columns. javac, it compiles Java code to bytecode. JVM runs bytecode on any platform. JRE, which stands for Java Runtime Environment, it contains JVM plus libraries. Then JDK, it stands for Java Development Kit. In that JRE is there plus tools like javac, debuggers and many more. And JIT, it stands for just in time. It boosts performance by converting bytecode to native code. And GC is garbage collector, frees up unused memory automatically. Now just take a look on Visual Idea, Java code, .java file. Then we have javac compiler which convert .java into .class, and that .class file we call it as bytecode, and that is run on any machine because of JVM, that is Java Virtual Machine. That's it for today lecture. So next time you hit run, just remember there is a whole JVM world working harder than your brain in a Monday meeting. See you in the next one.